The 32nd floor of Morrison and Associates had been a battlefield for 3 years, and Daniel Hayes was my sworn enemy. We circled each other like sharks in expensive suits, competing for every client, every promotion, every ounce of recognition from partners. Before I continue with the rest of the story, kindly do me a little favor. Please hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to comment your favorite part of the story below. I love reading your thoughts and reactions. They truly keep me going. Now, allow me to take a moment to appreciate you. Yes, you. Thank you for making us a 32-strong community. Each one of you is a pillar of strength, color, and courage. This journey wouldn't be possible without your love, your voice, and your presence. You are making the queer community proud, and I see every one of you. Your support is not just a number, it's a movement. It's light in the dark. It's love, loud and unashamed. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for standing with me. Thank you for being you. Now back to the story. Tonight, like so many others, we were the last ones in the office. The cleaning crew had gone. Security was minimal, and the Chicago skyline glittered through floor-to-ceiling windows. I was reviewing contracts when I heard his voice behind me. "Still here, Carter? Don't you have a life outside this place?" I didn't look up from my files. Some of us actually care about quality work, Hayes. His laugh was low, infuriating. Right. That's why you landed the Morrison account. That made me turn. Daniel stood in my doorway, tie loosened, sleeves rolled up, looking annoyingly good for someone I was supposed to hate. "You got lucky with Morrison," I said, standing to face him properly. "We both know it." "Luck." Daniel stepped into my office uninvited. "Is that what you're calling it? Maybe you should examine why you keep losing to me." The arrogance in his voice made my blood boil. "You want to know what I think? I think you play dirty." "Careful, Carter." He moved closer, and I caught a hint of his cologne, something expensive and distracting. That sounded like an accusation. It's an observation. We stood there staring at each other, the tension thick enough to cut. 3 years of competition, of stolen clients and undermined presentations, of watching him succeed where I'd failed. "You know what your problem is?" he said quietly. "Enlighten me." "You're afraid to take risks. Play it safe, get safe results." An hour later, we were both still there, working in hostile silence. The building felt different at this hour, empty, intimate in a way that made me hyper-aware of every sound Daniel made in his office next door. When he appeared in my doorway again, I was ready for another confrontation. "Drink?" he asked instead, holding up a bottle of whiskey. I blinked, thrown. "What?" "It's past midnight. We're both still here. Might as well make it interesting." Against my better judgment, I found myself nodding. He disappeared and returned with 2 glasses, pouring generous amounts for both of us. "To worthy opponents," he said, raising his glass. "To crushing the competition," I countered. He smiled, actually smiled, and something shifted in the air between us. 3 drinks in. We were sitting on opposite sides of my desk, the animosity replaced by something more complicated. "Why do you hate me so much?" Daniel asked suddenly. The question caught me off guard. "I don't hate you." "No?" Could have fooled me. I studied his face, looking for the trick, the angle. "You make everything look so easy, like you were born for this job." "And that bothers you?" "Everything about you bothers me." The words came out more honest than I'd intended. "The way you walk into meetings like you own the room. The way clients respond to you. The way you—" I stopped myself. "The way I what?" I couldn't finish that sentence. Couldn't tell him about the dreams, the way I caught myself watching him during presentations, the confusing mix of hatred and attraction that kept me awake at night. "You want to know a secret?" Daniel leaned forward, his voice dropping. "You intimidate the hell out of me." I nearly choked on my drink. "Me? Intimidate you? You're brilliant, Carter. Smarter than half the partners. You see angles nobody else catches." He paused. "It's incredibly attractive. The word hung between us, changing everything. I set down my glass with shaking hands. "Daniel, we should go," he said abruptly, standing. This isn't smart." But neither of us moved toward the door. "Why did you really come to my office tonight?" I asked. Daniel was quiet for a long moment, because I couldn't stay away anymore. The admission hit me like a physical blow. "What are we doing?" "I don't know." He moved around the desk, closer to where I sat. "But I'm tired of pretending I don't think about you. We're colleagues, competitors." "I know." His hand came up to touch my face, thumb tracing my cheekbone. "Doesn't seem to matter." When I didn't pull away, he leaned down and kissed me. Soft at first, tentative, then deeper when I responded. 3 years of tension poured into that kiss, transforming into something entirely different. "Come with me," Daniel said against my lips. "Where?" His smile was wicked. "Morrison's office." I stared at him. "Are you insane?" "Probably." He took my hand, pulling me to my feet. "But you said I played dirty. Let me show you how dirty." Against every rational thought, I followed him down the hall to the corner office. Our boss's domain, all mahogany and leather and power. "Sit," Daniel said, gesturing to the massive chair behind Morrison's desk. "Daniel, we can't." "Sit." Something in his tone made me obey. The chair was bigger than mine, more imposing. From here, I could see the entire floor, empty now except for us. "How does it feel?" Daniel asked, perching on the edge of the desk. "Like we're about to get fired." He laughed. "Relax. Security won't do rounds for another hour." "How do you know that?" "I pay attention." His hand found my tie, fingers toying with the silk. "Do you trust me?" The question was loaded, dangerous. Should I? Probably not. He loosened my tie slowly, deliberately. "But I'm hoping you will anyway." My heart was racing as he slipped the tie from around my neck, the silk sliding against my skin. "What are you doing?" I whispered as Daniel moved behind the chair. Something I wanted to do for months. His hand settled on my shoulders, massaging the tension there. "Tell me to stop." I should have stood up, walked away, pretended this never happened. Instead, I closed my eyes and let myself feel his touch. "We'll regret this," I said. "Maybe." His lips brushed my ear. "Or maybe we'll regret not taking a chance." His hands moved to my wrists, and I felt the silk of my tie wrapping around them, securing them to the chair arms. Not tight. I could break free if I wanted. But the symbolism was clear. "Trust," he murmured. "Look at me," Daniel said, moving to face me again. I opened my eyes, meeting his gaze. In the dim light of the office, he looked different, vulnerable in a way I'd never seen before. "I need you to know something," he said. "This isn't just about competition or power games." "Then what is it about?" "You." He cupped my face in his hands. "It's always been about you." The sincerity in his voice undid me completely. "Daniel, I know this is complicated. I know we work together, that people will talk. But I can't keep pretending I don't want you. Untie me," I said quietly. Daniel's face fell. "Of course. I'm sorry Untie me so I can touch you." Relief flooded his features as he quickly freed my wrists. The moment I was loose, I stood and pulled him against me, kissing him with 3 years' worth of pent-up frustration and desire. "God, Carter," he breathed against my mouth. "Do you have any idea what you do to me?" "Show me." What followed was a frenzy of desperate kisses and roaming hands. 3 years of rivalry transforming into pure need. Every touch was electric. Every kiss a revelation. We ended up on the leather couch in Morrison's office, tangled together, shirts unbuttoned, both of us breathing hard. "This changes everything," I said. "Does it have to?" Daniel's fingers traced patterns on my chest. "Maybe we can find a way to make it work." We're going to be competing for the same promotion next month. So we compete. Doesn't mean we can't be together. I want to believe him. But 3 years of rivalry didn't just disappear overnight. What if one of us gets it? Then we celebrate. Together. The next morning at the office was surreal. Every glance from Daniel sent heat racing through me. Every accidental brush of hands in the elevator made my pulse quicken. Morrison wants to see us both, Daniel said, appearing at my desk. Conference room B, 5 minutes. My blood ran cold. You don't think he knows? Relax. It's probably about the Patterson account. But as we walked to the conference room, I couldn't shake the feeling that everything was about to change again. Gentlemen, Morrison said as we entered, I have a proposition for you. Daniel and I exchanged glances, trying to look professional despite everything that had happened between us the night before. The Blackstone merger is our biggest deal of the year. I want both of you on it. Both of us. I asked, surprised. Together. Co-leads. Morrison smiled. I know you two have had your differences, but your combined skill set is exactly what this deal needs. Working together. Closely. Every day. I looked at Daniel and saw my own thoughts reflected in his expression. Well, this is interesting, Daniel said as we left Morrison's office. Interesting is one word for it. We can make this work, Carter. Professional by day, personal by night. And if we can't keep them separate? He stopped walking, turning to face me. Then we figured it out. Together. The confidence in his voice was reassuring, but I knew how complicated this could get. Still, when he suggested we discuss strategy over dinner, I found myself saying yes. The restaurant Daniel chose was intimate, dimly lit, the kind of place where we could talk without being overheard by colleagues. To new partnerships, he said, raising his wine glass. Professional partnerships. I clarified. Of course. His smile was knowing. Though I have to say, I'm looking forward to working with you instead of against you. Don't get too comfortable. I'm still going to push you to be better. I'm counting on it. The dinner was a revelation, without the animosity between us. Daniel was charming, funny, incredibly intelligent. I found myself laughing at his stories, sharing my own, feeling more relaxed than I had in years. Come home with me, Daniel said as we left the restaurant. His apartment was exactly what I'd expected. Sleek, modern, with a view of the lake that probably cost more than my yearly salary. But it was the small personal touches that surprised me. Books on behavioral psychology, a guitar in the corner, photos of family. You're not what I thought. I admitted. What did you think? That you were all ambition and no substance. He poured us both wine, settling beside me on the couch. And now I'm wondering what else I got wrong about you. Ask me anything, Daniel said, his hand finding mine. Why law? Why this firm? My father wanted me to be a doctor, said lawyers were parasites. He smiled ruefully. Figured I'd prove him wrong by being the best damn lawyer he'd ever seen. And you have I? Sometimes I wonder if I'm just playing a part, being who I think I should be instead of who I am. The vulnerability in his voice made my chest tight. Who are you then? I'm someone who's been pretending he doesn't care about anything except winning. Until you. That night, wrapped in Daniel's arms, his bed, everything felt different. The rivalry that had defined us for 3 years had transformed into something deeper, more meaningful. I have a confession, I whispered in the darkness. What's that? I never actually hated you. No. I was attracted to you from day one. The competition, the antagonism. It was safer than admitting I wanted you. He turned to face me, his eyes visible in the city light, filtering through the windows. We wasted a lot of time. Maybe we needed the rivalry to get here. Think we can make the partnership work? Both of them? I kissed him softly, tasting possibility on his lips. I think we can make anything work. The next morning, Walking into the office together felt different. We weren't hiding anymore, not completely. There were still professional boundaries to maintain, but the foundation had shifted. We were partners now in every sense of the word. When Morrison complimented our seamless collaboration on the Blackstone merger presentation, Daniel caught my eye across the conference table and smiled. It was a small moment, barely noticeable to anyone else, but it said everything. That evening, as we worked late again, this time together instead of in opposition, I realized that sometimes the best partnerships come from the most unexpected places. Sometimes your greatest rival becomes your perfect match. Ready to call it a night? Daniel asked, saving his files. Ready? I said, but I wasn't talking about work. He understood, just like he understood everything about me now. The boy genius act, the competition, the walls I'd built, all of it had led us here, to this moment, to each other. As we left the office together, I realized that the 32nd floor Morrison and Associates would never be a battlefield again. It was home now, the place where everything changed, where two rivals discovered they were actually meant to be partners in every way that mattered. The city spread out below us as we walked to Daniel's car, full of endless possibilities. And for the first time in 3 years, I wasn't worried about the competition. I was excited about the collaboration.